One Piece manga is finally entering its climax. Wano arc has begun in July 2, 2018 in chapter 909, and finally, after almost 4 years, this arc is reaching its finale. One Piece chapter 1052 left us on a cliffhanger about new Yonko. Scratchman Apu arrived being carried by Inbi. He brought a copy of the day's newspaper, the headline being the so-called new emperors of the sea and their new bounties. After that, all of us wondered who the new emperors of the sea were. There have been a lot of theories on that. People thought that Law and Kid would become new emperors since they defeated Big Mom. To tell you the truth, I'm surprised that at least one of them did not become one, and I really wonder what the reaction of Kid and Law would be after hearing their new bounties and Luffy becoming one of the 4 Emperor of the Sea. I am pretty sure they will be very shocked to hear it. However, the most shocking news that they will hear will be not Luffy becoming Yonko or their new bounties, but the fact that new Emperor of the Sea became none other than Buggy. Today I want to talk about Buggy, if he is worthy or not for the title of Yonko, and how his character will go after this. But before starting, I want to ask you all to like this video and subscribe this channel for more. I hope all of you have a great day, and let's start the video. Well, Buggy the Star Clown is the captain of the Buggy Pirates. He made his debut way back in Chapter 9, September 22, 1997. At first, Buggy was shown as a generic standard small-time villain. He was the first character who had his own cover story, where he begins his quest to regain his body parts and his crew, and then get back at Luffy. He is also the first villain who was frequently appearing in a story time to time, and also is the first villain to appear in the series who is a devil fruit user, and also the second character in the story to be one, after Luffy himself. He is the also first devil fruit user whom Luffy has fought. Given that the Gomu Gomu no Mi was once a mythical Zoan before being reclassified as a Paramecia, this technically makes the Buggy the first real Paramecia user introduced in the series. A lot of people became very pissed that Buggy became a new emperor, and that's totally understandable. When we were talking about Yonkos, we were used to characters like Big Mom, Kaido, Whitebeard, and Shanks. All of them seemed very scary and out of everyone's league. They were really considered as a setting stone of what is the max power a pirate is able to get. Individually, the emperors are considered to be the most powerful pirates in the world, with devastatingly powerful, versatile devil fruit abilities, immense physical prowess, and/or sheer mastery of haki. Their individual bounties are the highest in the world, with the lowest being 2,247,600,000, and the highest, formerly, over 5 billion. The only known pirate who ever had a higher bounty than any of them was the late Pirate King himself. And after them, we see Buggy, who ever since his introduction into the story has been generally known as a comic relief character and has not really been taken seriously at all. However, since the events of Impel Down and Marineford, it has become apparent that Buggy is more important than he may seem. Formerly a warlord and now a kingpin of the underworld, Buggy has flown under the WG's radar his whole career. Even after his capture, it wasn't until the breakout of Impel Down that they finally realized his significance. An apprentice of Gall D. Roger, the sworn brother of Yonko Red Hair Shanks, rival of Monkey D. Luffy, member of the worst generation. Buggy's connections run deep. It's amazing that he managed to stay under the radar for so long. Plus, strength is not the only thing that is necessary to earn a title of Yonko. In order to become one of the 4 Emperor, you have to have influence as well as fleet. Unlike Kid and Law, who possess neither of those, Buggy and Luffy have both of them. During Marineford battle, Mihawk dubbed Luffy's technique to make allies everywhere he goes as the most dangerous ability in the entire ocean. And when you think about it, just like Luffy, Buggy is the only one with that kind of ability. He also holds enough charisma to hold his gigantic crew together. Despite people like Mr. 3 knowing about Buggy's fraud side, he still decided to be his crew member, which would tell us a lot about his ability to influence people and things around him. Beside that, after the Marineford saga, Buggy's crew became one of the strongest in the world. At first, his crew was merely consisted of small-time pirates, who were only East Blue level. But time to time, strong pirates like Alvida and Mr. 3 were joining him. However, the moment when his crew became truly fearsome was after the Marineford battle. The new recruits of this crew are all powerful criminals, all of whom have a higher bounty than Buggy and are presumably more powerful than he is, though they don't know the latter, being blinded by Buggy's famous past. His new crew from Impel Down should be mainly from level 2. Buggy's group could be half of the escapees. One of the escapees, Kinoko, however, escaped from level 5, and so his strength should be well above other escapees from lower levels. After the time skip, Buggy founded his organization Buggy's Delivery, also known as the Pirate Dispatch Organization, which is a pirate mercenary group. After the fall of Doflamingo's underworld business, Buggy's Delivery gained monopoly in the war market, which further increased his influence over the pirate world. So we can see that despite Buggy being significantly weak compared to original emperors, he owns significant influence and fleet, which is crucial to become one of the 4 emperor. For example, on the cover of Volume 25, we can see Monkey D. Luffy and Marshall D. Teach alongside each other while shouting. The background features Shanks to the right, Buggy doing a flashy pose to the left. Buggy is the only pirate from this cover who is not officially Yonko yet, and who knows, this could be foreshadowing on him becoming new Yonko. Also, what people fail to realize is that Oda has been establishing that the era ruled by the Yonko is coming to an end. Oda likes to give Buggy the titles just before he makes those titles irrelevant, similar to how he gave Warlord title to Buggy, only to abolish that system soon. I think the same case could be here. Right now, the balance of power in the world of One Piece is very unstable. I am sure that this was the first time 2 Yonkos were defeated together, and filling that gap to keep the balance is almost impossible task to do. Keeping the balance is mostly Shanks and the world government's goal. We know that at the end of the series, Luffy will break the system and bring peace to the whole world. We now are finally entering to the climax of the series. By the end of the series, Emperor titles will no longer exist, and it will be thing of the past, just like 7 Warlords of the Seas are right now. So Buggy getting the title of Yonko should not be a problem, since this title is becoming irrelevant day by day, and soon it won't exist anyway. However, I think the best choice of new Yonko would be Gold Lion Shiki, who is considered as one of the legend from the old era. During Roger's era, Shiki was one of the most powerful pirate figures of the time, being on par with Sengoku, Garp, Whitebeard, and Roger as a living legend. Before that era, Shiki was a member of the Rocks Pirates, a powerful crew whose members included 3 of the future emperors, and was notable enough to be known as a feared peer within the group. Shiki commanded a large pirate crew of at least 51 divisions, somewhat similar to the Krieg Pirates and the Whitebeard Pirates, showcasing considerable military might. It is unknown how strong his crew was, but what is known is that the largest pirate fleet was under his control at the time. First time when we heard about him was in One Piece chapter 530, when Sengoku revealed that a man named Golden Lion, the flying pirate, had escaped 20 years ago from Impel Down, being the first in history to do so. He made his first proper debut in One Piece Volume 0 in November 30, 2009, where we could see Old Era into action, and one of the main character of that chapter was Gold Lion Shiki. Ever since that chapter, all of us were waiting for his return in the series. A lot of people anticipated him to appear in Wano and helping Straw Hats to defeat Kaido and Big Mom, but he did not appear, and I thought right now would be perfect chance for him to appear. He possesses everything an emperor should have. He has very big experience, influence, strength, and fleet, but for some reasons Oda decided not to make Shiki appear right now. Another perfect candidate to become Yonko was, in my opinion, Charlotte Katakuri. He was the strongest pirate from Big Mom's crew after Big Mom herself, and after her defeat and fall, Katakuri should have inherited both her fleet and territories. He is not weak either. During his fight with Luffy, we could see that during most of their fight, he was dominating the battle and only lost because he wanted to. Plus, him and Luffy becoming new emperors would be a nice moment to see, since I think they would have a same relationship as Roger and Whitebeard did. But for some reasons, Oda decided not to make him an emperor either. I also wonder how will Buggy react to him becoming one of the strongest pirate in the world. Will he be scared for all of that responsibility and credit? Or will he use his newfound power to do something amazing, such as finally finding Captain John's treasure? Who knows? Maybe he has already found it, and that was the reason why the world government decided to make him one of the 4 Emperor of the Sea. Anyway, I guess this is all for today. What do you think about Buggy becoming new emperor? Let me know in the comments. Like this video and subscribe to this channel for more. Astro D Jack is out. Bye!